Welcome to you all on the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union program. We are very sorry, almost, let's say, 11 minutes late. We are very much sorry. No excuse. We are just so sorry. Okay, so tonight is another edition, and we are pleased to have you all on board. Um, we will be here bringing agriculture at the center of all that we do. For those of you who have just joined us today for the first time, we'd like to welcome you wholeheartedly to this edition of the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union program. Here we are here to elevate the voices of farmers. You all know, in order to be able to develop in any country, you must have agriculture, or you must take agriculture first. So this program is organized to improve the status of farmers in Liberia. This program is organized to elevate and boost farming activities in Liberia. So we want to say thank you to you all who's watching us across the nation. I say thank you, Mr. Mawolo, all the way there in Lofa County. So we want to say thank you to our good people in Lofa, in Bonn, Maryland, Sano, Riverside, and all the various counties. Our brothers and sisters sitting there in Lima, Cape Mount, Bopolu, and the rest of it all. We'd like to say welcome to this edition. It is here that we elevate the voices of farmers. It is right here that we boost farming activities and we correctly spread the information of what is happening in the livelihood of farming activity in Liberia. So we like to say welcome to you all. Because we are very late, we will just go directly to the point. So today I've done a Facebook post. So people who are following will definitely know what we're about to say. But if you have not yet, just stay tuned as we fully welcome you to this edition. And right after that, I will be heading into the topic of discussion tonight. So take our seat and ride with us as we flow through this program. Again, you are highly welcome. Share the video. Please share this video so that we can have a lot of people involved and a lot of people can be aware of this program because we believe agriculture plays a major role in Liberia and we have more than 60% of Liberians fully involved into agricultural activities. So this program goes across the nation and let us all come together in rebuilding this sector because it is so vital to our strength and our development.
Welcome to Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. With Abak Organic producing high quality food with low environmental impact, organic farming will play an essential role in developing and maintaining a sustainable food system in Liberia. To achieve this target and to help the organic sector reach its full potential, Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is putting forth an action plan for increased organic production in Liberia, including encouraging and supporting Liberians to go back to the soil and produce more food, negotiating and shifting local farm products for timely income benefits of farmers, working with farmers to grow more food, eat some, sustain their homes, and supply other parts of the world, training farmers to transition from manual to mechanized farming. In Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, our mission is to ensure a stable supply of affordable food to increase and safeguard the income of Liberian farmers to keep Liberia and its rural areas sustainably vibrant. You can become a member of Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union right now. Just dial 0880 547 543 or 0776 570 925 or 0886 199299 or 0777 567777, or you can directly contact our CEO Abae Addison on +447 943 523387, and you join immediately. Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, we are partners for good.
And so we are partner for good. Yes, my people. So we want to say thank you. Every Liberian across the world, we want to say thank you for supporting this initiation. Um, Thank you for being a part of this institution. And we want to say thank you to all of our new followers as well as the old ones. Um, if we want to backdate few months back till today, when we are looking at the growth of the Aba Organic Farm, is heavily loaded and resting on Liberians across the world. We have fans for different countries, but above it all, Liberians are welcoming the program overwhelmingly, and that is across the world. So it's not only in Liberia, neither is it only in the West, but I mean everywhere and every part of the world, Liberians are responding positively. So I want to say a massive thanks to us as Liberians. This program have not been around as compared to other programs before. So to be able to grab the attention or the support of people across the world, it must be that the message is gravitating to the people. And so we happily welcome you all. Yeah, we are pleased to have as many Liberians on board. Why? Because we believe that collective workforce can bring a positive income and result. But tonight, Una story is a heartbreaking story. And I will want to quote directly from what was placed out there, just so we all can know. So you who is following us, maybe from another page, we want you to know that we are spread on different pages. So you will be watching us from different pages. But on the main page, which is our official page, or our central page, we want to tell you that we have placed the topic for tonight on it. And the topic for tonight is focused on thousands of Liberians being heavily affected by the lack of investment. As you all know, we are in Bon County. But before we could come to Bon County, we thought it wise to start by visiting our farmers, because agriculture is actually involved with, how would I say, with physical, interaction. Agriculture heavily involved in getting out there on the field and seeing things rather than just sitting. And this is where the Abba Organic Farm decided to focus her energy. We have sat down on computers. We have sat down in our TV rooms. We went in the street, we talked. But it's not as effective as meeting the people that are involved and hearing from them by yourself. So we were very, very pleased that when we went to Grand Cape Mount, and you can go on our video listing and you will be able to catch up from what I'm saying. Not everybody is aware on the YouTube. You go there, you ask for the Aba Organic Farm, or you tap in the name Aba Organic Farm, like the Farmer Union. They seem like the the local there. You will definitely be able to get that. You see, so we want you to know that from that point in time until today, we have not stopped. Why? Because we do not believe that one area has the answer, or everything that is happening in one area is affecting everywhere. No, there may be slight changes in there. So as we went to Cape Mount County, we were opportune and were heavily, received by the people of Grand Cape Mount County. Matter of fact, we spent over a month in Grand Cape Mount. And what happened in Cape Mount was many farmers were able to complain. They were able to lay off their level of frustration. And what are the level of frustration? We felt that maybe the farmers in Cape Mount, they were only struggling for a bit of pieces. But as we went on with our interview, we then realized that it's not as you think, it's beyond what you think. One, we were able to gather statistics that an area in Grand Cape Mount has been heavily affected. That means we are talking about 2 to 3 thousand farmers who has not had the opportunity to even farm, and that is in District 4, Grand Cape Mount County. You see? So in that part of that area, farmers that love to farm had nothing to do. Rather, they just sitting in the town looking around for what to do. At the end of the day, some of them can go, and do broom, or go collect the baboon and make, that baboon stick, just so that people, or some of them use, no, not stick or something yet, to let fire. That's what they were doing. So how can that be able to help these farmers in that point, in that place, has still been unanswered. We have tried our best to reach to the Minister of Forestry, because as we gather the information that the farmers in that part of Grand Kima were asked to not farm in a particular area. Why? Because it has been restricted by government, because they want to use that area for tourists, tourism, I would say. You see, so people go there visiting the wild animals and other things. They won't want the interference of the animal and the human being, because sometimes the animal could attack, people. But it is a good idea, far welcoming. But what is it that really brought us to bringing this on the show is because taking that part and preserving it for um tourist purpose is brilliant. But what is there that you as a government will be able to help the people that do that where we are right now? So we have asked them this purpose for which in Grand Cape Mount you have left a particular park or a particular area that farmers are not going to farm. Then these farmers are over thousands of them, meaning they have family, they have extended and close family. They need to eat and survive. Closing the park is a brilliant idea, but that level of support that will help them transform their lives. It's not only that if they do not farm there, then is that they should die. No, they still need a level of support to help them. Like even if they are not farming, but then they have other things, like for example, creating a area where they will have other training. Other training can be able to boost the economy by what? Preparing them to produce a particular crops, or preparing them to be able to be trained to create other things. For example, the women will have opportunity to making business that and provided a business loan at least that they could also be able to pay back the banks and other things. We try to get this to the minister. He's yet to answer us. So those identical group of farmers are still at this moment heavily affected. Matter of fact, another year is coming to add to them. They are yet to have the level of support because we have our contact people there. So if there is any changes, we will be told firsthand. But we are still but I are waiting or expecting some level of intervention. So that was the information from Grand Cape Mount. And besides, most of them stress the feeling that their crops are also dying. Why? Because there have not been any level or help reaching out to them, or if they have, it will just be all of the 100%. You will talk about 5% receiving a little level of help just for the news so that they can say, oh, we never received any help in the entire county. They will now pick one or two and just use that to say, yeah, the farming activity, they are supporting and they are doing this. This was the there was the interview outcome we received from Grand Cape Mount County. Until today, people here listening to me from Liberia, I will ask you to go and do your own background check. Like the ambassador, the American ambassador did. Sometimes when we are giving information, you do not have to accept or believe. You can challenge the information by going out and doing your own research. There are people in Grand Cape Mount that you can contact and get those quality information yourself, and then you can bring your argument up. But as I stand till today, because we have more than 3-4 thousands of farmers that is now fully registered with the Aba Organic Farm, they are still complaining that there has never been any changes. Matter of fact, they are on a dead zone where nobody cares about them. So we are talking about a situation that is about or that is affecting us. So those thousands of people, they have their children. Those children need medical attention. They need schools. They need a better health facilities, as well as they need a good environment in a place where nobody have it to even eat. How can we manage the population of that size? That means those population are now going to be heavily affected in the society. It brings a weight in the entire society. And we thought that was just only happening in Cape Mount. And that was our plan. That yes, in Cape Mount, we only having this problem. So let us not just stick to Cape Mount. As we continue to roll our sleeves up, reaching out to the president of the Republic of Liberia, through the minister of agriculture and all the relevant key individuals, like I stated to you, the minister of forestry. We felt that it is important that they come on and address the issue, because what they are there for is for these people. And this is a huge allegation that the government have just locked this park with no intervention or any level of help to the people in that region. And we are talking about a whole district, or half of a district. So we are talking about thousands of people in a particular area. And even those other areas that people are farming, they are yet to be accepted or have any level of training, or maybe being even visited. Because most of us that are farming in Liberia, we do not even have money to buy the fertilizer or even the seeds that we need. Now, under the Ministry of Agriculture, there are many people who are farming and they have to go register under the Ministry of Agriculture. Good enough is a fair game. But what do the people have to register with? These people, they do not even have the income to buy a collies, the income to be able to help produce the crops. And even if they try going to the extra mile by maybe borrowing or crediting, or having opportunity to take in petty loans from the people we call the Susu people to start farming, it becomes another burden. So it's not only that they have a burden of produce, of planning, but they also have the burden to be able to have that sent to the market. Another major concern that have been expressed from Cape Mount was that the crops coming in from Cape Mount, going to the market, many of them perish along the way. They do not have good handling training. Besides that, most of the perishable crops perish because they may not have access to the market early. Transport system is at the highest. Cost of moving from one point to another is become like almost impossible. So all the hard time these people have gone through, it just wastes. It just work. It like you decide to get child and you keep your pregnancy. You reach 9 months, and after all the pain you gone through, at the end of the day, you don't even see your child. You see how heartbreaking it is. I compare that to what is happening because it is so important. Those of us that are farmers, the farm becomes part of our family. The farm becomes part of our daily routine. We feel and listen and talk to the plants by monitoring how the plants respond. We monitor them from the cultivation up to the harvesting. So we are looking after them like we look after our own children. We care about what the seed is doing. We want to know if the seed is really growing. We want to know if the seed has the right nutrition. We want to know if it is the right soil. We want to be able to find the food by giving them the water, the watering system, all the fertilizers that is required. We want to make sure that the leaves are not burning out. We want to make sure that it's not being attacked by animals. We also want to make sure that the harvest is right. I hope we are all enjoying this or listening to this. You understand? So after you have done all you can and invested all your time and effort, then you come back to be faced with the tragedy of not being able to sell your goods. You've been forced to eat the goods, but either if you don't eat it early, majority will spoil. Or even if you take it to the market, they don't have market. There is hardly no market to even sell. They have no market to even sell the crops. They do not have a market to sell the crops. So all your effort for what you have been doing until today is just wasted. And because it is wasted, at the end of the day, all you market for, the income become your point of frustration. Some of us we go borrowing. Some of us we have to go borrowing from one point to another. Maybe we borrowing the seeds. Sometimes we even, renting people hooks. Or we have to join the thing they can call the coup, where we have a grouping system to be able to go on one another farms. But all of those efforts we apply, we have little yield. That is why in Liberia, we have farmers being worse off than normal or Irish Liberians because we have no system in place to rescue this from happening. Because in order to solve a problem, you need to know the root cause of this problem. And once you know the root cause of the problem, you then provide a strategy to stop or to minimize that from happening. But we are yet to have that. On a clear note, we want to actually say we want to get Liberia out of poverty, but we do not want to face in the root cause of the poverty. And that is why we will keep repeating poverty until we can realize the fact that you cannot say poverty leave and poverty will leave. You have to act to make poverty leave. It's just common sense. we have the ability to actually eradicate poverty or to minimize poverty to level zero point zero. But it is the act and the mindset, the willingness, the cooperation, the motivation. All of these aspects are needed in this. For those of us who thinks that farming is just to go and take seed and chuck it on the ground and next thing you have a farm, is beyond that. Because I who's sitting here, I'm 100% farmer. Matter of fact, I live and breathe with farming activities. I do research deep in it. I look out for things or potential goals. What are other countries doing? How are they tackling poverty? How are they really working towards minimizing poverty for the interest of their own citizens and a stable economy? While we are here running up and down and saying, oh, this person is doing this, they will buy this, they will do this, it's all fake. Unless we can come back to understanding the root cause of poverty. I'm afraid. And I am afraid, and you can quote me 5 years from now, 10 years from now, that if our leaders do not see this as a must, then we are heading for more trouble. And we thought that was only happening. Yeah, like I said, we thought it was only happening in Grand Cape County until we got to Bon County. It's a flight that we took because you do not estimate that over 60 million Liberians, farmers, are all facing the same problem, or we all have the same problem. No, there will be individual differences. There will be queries from other places, and all of them needs to be heard. In order to tackle the problem, you must be able to, where is the problem? And then you can now find a solution. That is why we are open. And I can always say it here. We are open to working with the leadership. If you in power or you have the influence and you have the need, look, we do not believe that everyone should sit down and watch and say, oh, this will happen. No, we believe that we can have a collective workforce. Why you see places like Holland, Germany, and other places are strong when it comes to food production. America that we depend on heavily, or the American power. Do you understand how the whole system that work? The power does not just grow overnight. They put in place a system that will allow the power rice to grow. That one, when we were small, there was still a U.S. power rice. We are older, there is still a U.S. power rice. If even you want 5 tons of rice, you can still afford to have it. Why? Because there is something called consistency. There are some things that people need to put in place to allow things to continue to flow. Liberia, we have no system in place when it comes to agriculture. It becomes the least thing to be talked about or to even engage, or it becomes a no go soon, or it becomes like, it's not important, it's no value. We do not have to see it as anything. That's where our people continually make the mistake. That is where we continue to think that we can do better in the absence of agriculture. But I want to open up, ask you all, who's watching and listening, to continue to do a research. Perhaps you will see a country that has no interest in agriculture and is successful. I want to see that country. Because that country may not be on the earth. Maybe it will be the newest country or a newer continent that is going to be, in the cloud. Because right now, Scientists are trying to see how possible, that people can live in a cloud. I think that would be the only place. But as consistent as life is, time without number, researchers have told us. And besides that, our common development structure. When we are talking about development, we are talking about the income. Tells all the same. When we got into Bone County, it was even like a matter being dropped down deeper than it was. And I want you all to continue to just hold on, because there will be a video to all of what I'm saying. I'm working on a video, documentary, that will be able to tell you exactly what I'm saying. But I know most of us from Liberia, we see how our mothers and fathers are struggling. We see how our brothers and sisters are struggling, especially when you go from Monrovia and walk, or you drive yourself through to the interior part of Liberia. Then you will realize that Monrovia is completely the opposite of the reality outside of Liberia. Why? Because Moreover, we have international partners and people coming to visit. So there is still a little that people can get. You can easily run to a friend house and collect something. But look at it from a higher perspective. Where you have the county, the only people that are employed in that county maybe will be the superintendent. Even the town chief does not have an income. He is not even registered on a board where he will be paid monthly for being a town chief. Maybe few. Yes, I stand to be corrected. But I will tell you, majority of our town chiefs are not being paid. So that couple, if the town chief, who is the head or the director or the manager of a town, is not even receiving a pay, imagine what happens to the farmers and their children. That generation, that family is left out. The people of Bone County wholeheartedly welcome the Aba Organic Farm. In fact, they put my down. They welcome us with white collar. The same thing that happened in Grand Cape Mount. They welcome us with white collar. In our tradition, it means we are happy for your coming. It means you have come that we can explain our conditions to you. That means we are ready to accept you in our place. That also means we are here to hear what you have to say to us. Look, we all can be sitting down here, but we have somewhere we came from. And that's why I'm very proud to be a Liberian and very much proud to come from Africa. But we have a custom and tradition to see women gathering themselves today. And like I said to you, you will see the video. You will see the group of women. You know when women are into things that just take a different level. Because women does not, they do not just move. They move by other instincts. They move by their thinking ahead of them. They also move by what they see ahead of them. So you see this group of women and thousand more being able to explain in deep tears of the maltreatment they are going through. Not only that they have their stress are focused on their food, but it's also focused on where they can go to find that help. Look, agriculture ministry. The people in the agriculture ministry, you need to do more. You need to do more and do better. We can sit in the ministry, give guidelines, tell people what we expect and want, but we do not go out to actually see the need that those people will be able to cope with. The challenges are on the field, exploring around and it's explaining itself. The good people have been wasted. The young ones are falling deeper into the hands of motorbike riding. And it's not that riding a motorbike is against the law. No. But what is it? Is that they do not find future in agriculture. And that's why it says to us, they do not find hope in agriculture because they do not see the leaders being interested in building the agricultural sector. They do not even see that the leaders wanted to even identify. The only time we get identification with farmers most often is when we need them to vote for us. We promised them in our towns that we will give them how you call it, hand pumps. We come to tell them what we think we can get them, but we are not telling them how valued they are and how best we can make their life better and they can be able to become independent. We are not even interested in them being able to upgrade themselves by providing those trainings that they will need, by elevating them in the society, helping them be the best version of how they or who they are, expressing their will in building the agricultural sector. We do not think the Liberian farmers do need them. All we think they are just farmers. And they are just needing to be or be left like they are. We all thought by this time Liberia will be leading when it comes to food production. Because we went through war and we understood that hunger killed more than the bullets that flied. The people that actually died from hunger compared to the people that died from the bullet, I will tell you that the hunger killed more people than the bullets. Because in the midst of the bullet, some were wounded, but they died out of starvation. And many of us today passing around here, we lost our family members in that bloodshed. We all contributed somebody in that bloodshed. There is no Liberian that will tell me that their family and their friends and their generation will never touch, except you had the opportunity to fly out of Liberia. For all of us that were in Liberia, that were moving from display camps to display camps, all of us that had no job to go back to, we had no homes to run back to, we were all left out. The only hope we had was to speak to the BBC and explain our pain. That was the only hope we had. The only hope we had was to be able to speak to the journalists who could then help us to elevate our voices for peace to be restored back to Liberia. I can stay here and tell you the whole history of what happened. I may not get it all 100% right, not even the days on the right point, but I will tell you the story for a fact. So by this time, after going through all of that, I would have thought that we as Liberians would then be the head to lead other countries into food production. Because what do we need now? We have the land, the manpower is waiting, a better soil. In terms of the climate, our climate change is even better off than most countries. Because if Israel that is producing a lot in the desert can produce, then nowhere Liberia is to compare herself to say no because of climate change. Yes, it has an impact, but it is something that can be dealt with if we are willing to invest into it. We are now heavily affected by our sorrow or our pain, our willingness to invest. If you want to know what make Liberia poor, it's management. If you wish to know what make Liberia poor, it's the heart of the Liberians. It's those that are in power that do not see the need to build and structure the country well. And I blame that on the president, the entire government. I blame them because they are the heads. And if they start, others will follow. They are the heads. If they have to just speak to banks to create that atmosphere where farmers will have the opportunity of securing a little loan to elevate the farming activity or even bring in equipment that will boost the sector, I think we will have a job creation right there. But going to various counties, upon those counties are contributing, like Grand Cape Man now, we are talking about. Cape Man is contributing a whole lot. This is where we have logging companies right there. Besides the logging company, we also have people in areas in Cape Man that we will allow people that will come from different countries to go there, to go visit the wildlife, the natural. But we still do not have one tractor to that entire county. We have almost 70 to 80% of the residents living on farming activities. But yet, we do not seize the need that those areas needs to be strengthened by boosting the economy. That's why I saw few of our leaders holding qualities in their hands. I was shaking. And I was not just shaking because of happiness. I was shaking because these people in their mindset, they do not believe that we need to leave the qualities behind now and be talking about innovation in agriculture. Look, we are talking about reality here. Let us start joking and pretending to be looking for what is happening when we are the cause of what is happening. How many more thousands do we need? Do you think government do not have the money, the capability of bringing tractors, various areas? If you think I'm lying, go keep on a training session from the UL. Go to the campus. See whether you will even see light being straight on. That's tell you the sense of where our desire to invest is. We have been investing in our houses, the cars we want, the Gucci shoes we want, the BB watches. But we are yet to invest in what will give us a consistent income, even if we no more in power or we remain in power. Do you think by keeping money and taking it all by yourself will make you worse? But now, all those people that were working, doing chancellor, doing the other person, but now all of them would have been rich. But as you clearly see, all the money went back because what? The source of income is so high. I sorry, my net is giving me up and down, but we will continue. You may not look at my clothes, you may not look at me. You just listen to the talking because the set is blowing off a little bit, but we will continue the discussion. And I want us to look at these things. Now in Bone County, we have a lot of mineral coming out from Bone County. We have lockings, we have this, we have that, we have rubber, we have cocoa, we have everything. In fact, we have so much farmers as well. Is Bone County today having to have one tractor for full production? No. We do not think that the people of Bone County are good enough to have one tractor for the entire county. I don't know how many districts will enjoy it, but I mean just the idea that the people of Bon County will have. It is sad. When I say our country, the entire society is struggling of leadership. We are struggling of how to be able to handle this poverty when we are the cause of the poverty. If we can then elevate those people's lives, move them from where they are. One country, the people have told us not that they don't want to work. My people, I know some of us can say, oh, the people in Liberia lazy. What can make you lazy is you don't see motivation in something. But once you have that motivation, my dear sister, what made you think in the white man country will wake up 5:30 in the morning? Some people in Liberia, even 9 o'clock, they not even move from in bed. They stay relaxed. But when they come to white mainland, because of what is happening, the motivation is so high to the point where 4 o'clock, they go home. In fact, they will have 2-3 shifts a day. That's what we call motivation. Something that can make you do what you don't even think you could do. That's the motivational part of it. But Liberians, we do not have it. Like I said, I'm sorry. You shouldn't worry. The camera is playing off, but I'm still speaking. So don't worry about the camera. Sharing the color is still okay. You already know me, and I'm me. I'm not using somebody's face. Yeah. But all I'm saying now, that with all that is going on, we still expect that there will be intervention when it comes to agriculture. There will be transformation. There will be things now that we already start seeing or putting in place. It is still yet to come. Our people are in a deep crisis. Don't sit on Facebook and think all this right. Our people are in deep crisis. The people are more suffering than 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 7 years ago. The country have gone to the tight corner with most of our young people who could have been there today helping to learn new skills in agriculture are now turning their back. You only can see them, or you will only see them riding motorbikes. So before I continue, I once more want to welcome you all, those of you who have not joined me, or maybe you have just joined me tonight for the first time. This is how I would like to welcome you again.
Welcome to Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. With Abak Organic producing high quality food with low environmental impact, organic farming will play an essential role in developing and maintaining a sustainable food system in Liberia. To achieve this target and to help the organic sector reach its full potential, Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union is putting forth an action plan for increased organic production in Liberia, including encouraging and supporting Liberians to go back to the soil and produce more food, negotiating and shifting local farm products for timely income benefits of farmers, working with farmers to grow more food, eat some, sustain their homes, and supply other parts of the world, training farmers to transition from manual to mechanized farming. In Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union, our mission is to ensure a stable supply of affordable food to increase and safeguard the income of Liberian farmers to keep Liberia and its rural areas sustainably vibrant. You can become a member of Abak Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union right now. Just dial 0880-547-543 or 0776-570-925 or 0886-199-299 or 0777-567777, or you can directly contact our CEO Abae Addison on +447 943 5233 87 and you join immediately. Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, we are partners for good.
And so we are partner for good. Yeah. So as I clearly was saying to you, that many of us today we have not yet grabbed the attention or understand the significance of what we are doing to our people in Liberia. All our countries are struggling. They are struggling to even have the soil. Talk about it. The soil. They do not even have the soil. They go about taking capitals to invest to have a soil. And yet those countries are making thousands, trillions of dollars in that industry. Tell me, where can food go wrong if we invest into food productivity? How can it go wrong? When we have the opportunity to feed in ourselves, how can this go wrong when we can also be able to export to other countries? Right now, check Europe and America. They are struggling. Go on a supermarket shelf. I've done other videos. I was able to bring to light some of you that have to believe. And I want you to believe not by what I say, but what it is. Go on the YouTube channel. Go on our video page. Go down and you see for yourself. You will see the shelf being empty. You will see the prices of things are increasing. And some of you are here in America and in Europe and Asia and what other places. Tell the people what I'm saying if it is a lie. That's why I'm open. I said to everybody to just leave your own statement. Tell us if what I'm saying is just a mere story. I just want to create a story to tell the people today. But if these are true, then let us elevate the voice of the Abba Organic Farm to really bringing this to the attention of our leaders. Look, if our country is going wrong, it is our responsibility as children of that soil to say it out. And this has nothing to do with your political view or your political background, whether you like the person, you don't like the person. That's not what we are talking about here. But we are talking about a critical issue that is affecting Liberia. It is not because of leadership. It is because of management structure. It is because we have resources and it is mismanaged continuously. We have resources that is meant to elevate and change and transform life, and it's been mismanaged constantly. And we do not have to speak about it. Sometimes when you want to tell the people, they, oh no, she says something. My dear sister, take for instance what happened few months ago. How disgraceful it was for Liberians to be climbing over fence, pregnant women, going to these shops and stores in search of rice. Do you think this is a joke? Or do you think it's the end? It will never happen? It will happen. As long as we continue to depend on foreign country for about 85% of our daily food intake. We are depending on other countries for soap. We depend on other countries for rice, for oil. We depend on other countries for even corn to eat. Because what else will you know? If we not tackle this as critical as it is and continue to drive it under the pillow, we will not go nowhere. And it's not a swear, it's reality. Look, God knows why when he created man, he put them in the garden. He didn't make no mistake. So unless we can understand that that garden means somewhere of sustainability, somewhere that you can be able to live And through the garden, you can be able to have the medical, the food, the peace, and the joy. That's why Jesus was able to sit and eat with his disciples. Everywhere people are talking about, when we talk about feast, we are talking about food. When we talk about breaking fast, we are talking about food, and that is it. Nothing else that brings us together more than us having that. That's why even you having wedding, it is about bringing up food. That's why you having baby shower, you marry, you having birthday, it is also celebrated about food. So if you can understand the importance of food, bringing society, community, diverse backgrounds together, then you will understand why food production cannot go wrong. Instead of us investing in one pickup that we're going to give to one family that will just run it after a few times a break. Why can't we just invest a little bit in a machine that will be able to produce the food that the people will need? We are here, we are open. Even if you have $5, you give it to us today. It's not going to be even because we will have understanding and we will make you aware of how we are spending that money. Not everybody can become a farmer, but you can become a farmer through the way you support the organization. You can become a farmer by just helping through this kind of organization because we are not there to take, but rather we are there to bring. We are not signing checks. We need to enrich ourselves. We are providing training and we are looking at bringing in the rightful equipment, seedings, and everything. How do you think we can elevate Liberia if we do not do these things? And that's why we said that the government has to get involved. No country can be successful in the absence of its leadership. That's why we are calling on them. We must continue to talk politics, yes, but politics have not brought in anything compared to how much when we invest our times and effort in making sure that we can produce food. And you will be hearing from the farmers themselves. I want you to stay tuned. Follow the video from now till tomorrow morning. For you on the Facebook, we have put in our how you call this thing form. The website is there. You click on the website. Membership is open. We are not charging for anyone to become a member because we believe that we can boost the agricultural sector by allowing people to become registered members and giving them the relevant training and providing the right seeding and also marketing strategy to elevate them from poverty. And that's why we need big hands, big investments, support, because the communities are giving support. The towns, the villagers are giving support. But our leaders are turning their back. They are not coming in. When you call, they want to change. They will tell you this, they will tell you that. These are the things that are now helping Liberia. If we can then put all of these things aside and see reality as it is, I think we will be getting somewhere. So my call to you tonight. After tonight, I will be playing the video. Like I said, the people, their comments on the YouTube channel, if you want to follow what happened in Grand Cape Mount concerning what I'm saying, or to find a fight or hear from the source themselves, please click on our YouTube channel on the Aba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. You will have access to what happened in Grand Cape Mount. What are the farmers what the farmers were able to say in Grand Cape Mount? How challenging is their situation in Grand Cape Mount? And you will be able to have a view because there are more videos there that will give you the real view of places. District what, district that, district this. You can have access. So that gives you quality information as it happens. Today, as we speak, the people are now in Bon County. They are doing their best. They need our help. The farmers are not just sitting to talk only for YouTube entertainment. No, we need a best more than that. We need intervention to stop hunger or end hunger, provide more stability to our farmers. So we encourage you and inspire everyone to be a part by sharing a video. And I must say thank you to all of you who have joined to support and follow. And I want you to please invite others to follow. I know these platforms are not many, but let us take this to the higher level. Let us invest our time and energy in creating the awareness until it can reach the rightful people for more help and support. So tonight, your host has been Madam Abba A. Anderson, and I believe that the best answer to Liberia's problem is right there within us. It is the mindset, the concept that we have now. We need to change it. The approach that we have been taking in our resources has to be diverted now and be transformed for the right purpose. The mind of the young ones needs to be molded into knowing that food production is not of the past, but rather of now. Let us invite the graduates of all institutions that we work with to help them implement what they learned over the years and the months of burning candles. Many of us know Liberia do not have constant or consistent electricity, but still, these people burn candles. Imagine how many days, months you have to burn these candles just to get a qualification. We are not providing them the tools to use what they learn. Let this program be used as an example to express the change that we all hope for in Liberia. Let this program touch your hearts. All of you that have been listening to me for years or months have not changed, and I will not change because I believe that this is the right way. Let us call on our brothers and sisters in the influential areas to come in, that we are genuine. We are not doing it only because we want to be heard. We are doing it for change and transformation. And the transformation has to be collective. It has to resonate in the generation. And I can feel the vibe of those people that are directly affected. But I would also want to feel the vibe of those that are in power also. Because that means that what we are heading for, we are in it together and we can leave it together. And we completely understand the host of challenges that is running out. But we believe that within all of this, we can still make budgets aside to make sure that now we can be able to have tractors on ground, the right seedings on ground, the right skills on ground, and the right opportunity on ground, and the right people will be there. As for me, I said to you, or I do not want pay or I do not need pay. What I want is the opportunity to elevate our people for actual poverty. It is not because we do not have job. No, it is because the passion of freedom blazing within us. So we cannot rest until we deliver it. And we can only deliver it if we have the opportunity. So give us, for once in Liberia, give us the opportunity. Even if as little as it can be, give it to us. and see if we do not show the difference in agriculture. Give us the opportunity today, as little as it can be, and give us the time to prove that agriculture is indeed able to deliver Liberia out of poverty. We just calling on leaderships. We calling on international partners, both in and out of Liberia. We are calling on stakeholders like Liberians that are heavily interested in agriculture, or some of them that have passion for that sector, to come on board. This is Liberia cry that we can redeem all from poverty. And I hope this message goes across the world and that its people will be encouraged to see agriculture as the answer of Liberia's cry today. Thank you so much, and thanks to our team that is also on the field, making sure that those people voices will be heard. So we want to encourage you to come back by tomorrow. We will be having the video either tonight or tomorrow morning. We will have the video also being played by the farmers or for the farmers in Bon County, whom are experiencing numerous of challenges and are speaking it out through their voices, their action, and most especially through deep devastation. But let us all be able to find the way out of poverty through the right investment. And so God bless you and good night to you all. Please share our video. This is how we would like to come to tonight's edition.
Welcome to Abak Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, with Abak Organic producing high quality food with low environmental impact. Organic farming will play an essential role in developing and maintaining a sustainable food system in Liberia. To achieve this target and to help the organic sector reach its full potential, Abak Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, is putting forth an action plan for increased organic production in Liberia, including encouraging and supporting Liberians to go back to the soil and produce more food, negotiating and shifting local farm products for timely income benefits of farmers, working with farmers to grow more food, eat some, sustain their homes, and supply other parts of the world, training farmers to transition from manual to mechanized farming. In Abba Organic Farm, the Liberia Farmers Union, our mission is to ensure a stable supply of affordable food to increase and safeguard the income of Liberian farmers to keep Liberia and its rural areas sustainably vibrant. You can become a member of Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union right now. Just dial 0880 547 543 or 0776 570 925 or 0886 199 or 0777 567777, or you can directly contact our CEO Abae Addison on +447 943 523387 and you join immediately. Abba Organic Farm, Liberia Farmers Union, we are partners for good.
And so we are partner for good. So it has been a nice time with you online. But we encourage you all to just watch the video, because on Saturday we will be here again, bringing you more discovery of what is happening to our people back home in Bon County. So we want to say thanks to all leadership of the Bon County and the people of Liberia we want to say thank you. Thanks for watching us, sharing the video, supporting us, and praying along with us for a better Liberia. God bless you and good night. Your host has been Madam Abba A. Anderson. Always follow us, and you are also welcome to share with us all of your thoughts on the videos by clicking and leaving behind every comments. And so tonight we are also going to look at the comments online. Remember, we are on different platforms, so some of the comments will not be read, but however, we will be able to respond to you via the messenger or the WhatsApp. So, okay, Mr. Martel said, good evening, CEO. Thank you so much, Mr. Martel, for sharing and supporting us there in Lofa County. And thanks to all our great people in Lofa County as well. Madam Susan is saying, God is working for the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union. Daddy God, thank you so much for the grace and mercy. Thank you, Director Susan. And we so wholeheartedly pray with you as you go through the time of bereavement. We pray that the entire family receive God's healing power. And also, we want to say thanks there to Mr. James M. Sumo Jr. He's also saying that's our country director. He says empowering farmers is the most focus right now in Liberia. Indeed, it is the right focus to be doing now. Empowerment is elevation. Elevation is increase. Increase is stability, and let us all be joined on Saturday. I will be expecting more, and all of the information will be there. So Saturday we will be speaking to our local farmers in Bon County, and and that means that you will be hearing them speak on the station. You will be hearing them telling you what are some of the things that they have gone through and what are their expectations. How are they welcoming the Abba Afghani Farm program? What are some of the things they expect after the entire program? So we want to encourage all the people of Bon County, Kukat or not, yeah, please be here. We want overwhelming support from Bon County. And if you would like to know what will be happening in Bon County, do not forget to just hit the follow me button on the Abba Organic Farm. That will give you more opportunity to follow us whenever we are online. And also, those of you that have been asking, how can we become member? So the membership form is just right at our website. So when you get at the website, we have all of the counties. So whatever county you are from is there in on the website. So you want to see your county, you can click the button and you get down to where the counties are. Just double click where you see counties are in one of the boxes there, and you will see your different counties. Go there, register, and if not, you just scroll down the form. It's right at the bottom of the county or of the page. Or better still, you can get back in touch with us and we can help you through the process and help you become registered farmer under the Abba Organic Farm Liberia Farmers Union Network. Thank you and good night.